Alright, bro. So it was, bro. When was that? That was like before winter break, right?
Which one?
Give or take.
Which one?
When he was crying, when he was about to cry.
CPR? Yeah, that was before
Yeah,
winter break.
before winter break. So it was before winter break, right? And you know, with the OC, like with construction class, at the beginning, like actually not a whole year, we would basically in a week, one day we'll go to the construction lab, another day we'll go to the classroom. One of these days, we was in the classroom, right? So it was me, I was sitting in one side of the room, Chris was sitting in the other side of the room, and he was sitting with Zerd. Bro, Mr. Alfred, we was talking, bro. And all of a sudden, you know, Dylan, RP my own boy, Dylan ended up saying, like, and Dylan ends up saying, have you seen anybody get killed? Have you seen anybody like die in the construction site? So Mr. Alfred starts telling a story. Now, mind you, we ain't never thought of that shit. Like, he ain't never heard him talk about that shit like that. So, like, he starts talking. And next thing you know, he starts talking, right? He ends up talking about how he was working at a construction site and a dude ran up 21 stories and jumped off. And GTA, of course. And basically, he was talking about how it happened. Now, he just told us that, right? We wasn't laughing or nothing, bro. We wasn't laughing. It wasn't till he tried to fucking cry and sober up, and he tried to cry and make the story seem like, you know, it was straight out of a movie. Like, he tried to make this shit so dramatic. And I was like, I get it. It's not funny, it is sad. But, like, he tried to over-dramatic that shit. We wasn't laughing necessarily about the situation. We was laughing more about, like, how dramatic he was trying to make it seem. Like, it was sad, but this nigga was trying to win an Oscar-worthy performance. So, like, he was talking about some, well, the backstory of the thing was, you know, the dude that jumped the building, he went to a custody battle and he ended up losing. And, you know, I tried to give him CPR, but I knew he was dead, but I still had to give it to him. And then we wasn't laughing. I wasn't laughing. Chris ass was over there dying in the side of the room,
Okay,
which made me start. No, you was not. No. And then he said, and he started, and he wasn't even crying. And then he said, here's the thing, guys, listen. Bro, tell me why about a half a second later, I turn back around. This nigga is just start bursting out crying, bro. So now we like, he started crying. Like, so he's like, guys, so he was in the cut. So he then starts explaining like how the dude had jumped into the building. He was in a custody battle with his daughter, and basically he was never gonna see his daughter again. And how when he jumped out the building, he was like, and I found a teddy bear. Guys, listen. And as soon as he said that, I turned to my right, and I see his nigga Chris head down like this, just trying not to laugh. Like, and then here's the thing. Here's how I knew he was laughing. I look closer, and I end up seeing the smile on this nigga's face. So I'm like, this nigga actually laughing. Zerg over there looking confused as hell, and I'm just over there like, Chris ass just dying. So I start to like, you know, trying to smirk a little bit and trying to hide it. Thank God he ain't see me. I think he did see me. I feel like he just didn't care. But he basically explained the backstory of it. Like, Chris, how he sound like again? Cause I forgot.
I'm not finna do that shit, bro. I tried to give him CPR. I knew he was dead. Like, nigga, what?
Like, man, it's not the situation, chat. It is not the situation that was funny. It was more the fact that like he tried to make it so dramatic. Like he tried to make that shit like an Oscar-worthy performance when it really was nothing like that. So it was like that's what made it funny. Now the other time, where's what happened? Should I tell him? Nah, I'm gonna tell him about it. We was in construction lab, right? Yeah, we was chilling. Now, basically, what the project was, we had to make like a little house. Like, it wasn't a complete house, but like, it was like a little, like, it was like a first layer of a house, if you know what I mean. So basically, we doing that, chilling, right? Now we had this crazy ass Mexican. His name was Isaias. This nigga, bro, it was not gonna get into it, bro. He was doing crazy shit, bro. Basically, we was chilling, right? And we was doing the project. It was me and Chris, and Isaias was doing the project by himself. This nigga Isaias. So basically, what we couldn't do, we had nail guns at the time, so we couldn't aim a nail gun where in a view of anybody else working in front of us. This dumb ass nigga Isaias aims his building right at Zerg, right? He aimed it right at Zerg and just shoots that bitch. Put the building right in front of him and just shot that bitch, bro. So now I'm like, the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Now at first I'm not thinking this nigga hit Zerg with it. Then I see this nigga, I hear this nigga fucking Ezekiel panicking. This nigga's like, Zerg, you just got shot. I'm like, nigga, Zerg ain't getting shot by shit. Until this nigga Chris says, oh, and points at his shirt. I look at this shirt. This nigga Zerg got a whole hole in his shirt. Mind you, this nigga Zerg didn't even know he was shot. This nigga was over here like, bro, this nigga was over here chilling. As soon as he looks down at this nigga's shirt, as soon as he looked down at his shirt, this nigga just starts talking about some, oh my god, I'm bleeding, like, my nigga, you know that, like, nigga, you didn't even know he was shot 5 seconds ago. Now your ass talking about something that hurts and is bleeding. Does it hurt or not, gang? Like, it was so confusing, like, Chris. And and then he went to the restroom and for damn near the whole day. It was like, bro, and he's pretty much like, damn.
I need a med kit. I need a med kit.
Like, man,
oh, nigga.